The last time we met, we was talking about the garbage rates, and this is our new proposal. In this proposal, we're going to go over the current rates, the target rates, and the recommendations to make it there. This is our current rates and everything of garbage, the residential, commercial, and commercial dumpsters. The commercial residential will pick up one time a week. We make $82,700 a month in revenue, and that is 61% of our customers. The commercial carts we pick up one time a week. We make $8,300 a month in revenue, and that is only 6% of the customers. In the commercial dumpster rate, we pick up several times a week. We pick up to 6 times a week. On some of them, that is $44,000 in monthly revenue, and that is 33% of the revenue. Our monthly revenue average per customer, we have 5,947 customers. On residential, it costs us $15, or they pay $15.27. The commercial carts pay $27.88, and the commercial dumpsters, we make $171.93. On the monthly average, we pay $51,833 average to CWS just to get rid of the garbage. That is $8.72 per customer just to get rid of the garbage. And the overall expenditure of employees and everything, we spend $162,159.25 a month. That is $27.28 per customer. One of the things that we are working on is the intervals between the carts, as 1, 2, and 3 carts and stuff. We are planning for capital excess replacement and maintenance of different things. The landfill, we have maintenance on it. The equipment, as you know, is older and it needs to be replaced. The major repair bills on the old equipment, we had the 2014 model truck that we just spent $20,000 on for an unseen maintenance expense. And plus this year, June the 24th, or 2024, our contract with CWS runs out, formerly Southern Central, and we are expecting an increase in that as well as getting rid of the garbage.
The current intervals from 1 cart to 2 cart to 3 carts and so on weren't aligned, so we have realigned those for residential and commercial cart customers. So from 1 cart to 2 cart, instead of just paying twice the price, we're going to only increase that by 60% for the second cart and then 55% for the third cart. We want to realign these because it doesn't make sense to charge the customer just times 3. It's cheaper to pick up 3 carts at one location instead of 3 carts at 3 different locations. This alone results in $885.59 of extra revenue per month, and this price change only affects those who have 2 or more carts. Similar to the 96-gallon rollout carts for residential and commercial customers, we want to realign the commercial dumpster rate intervals from 1 time a week pickup to 2 times a week, all the way up to 6 times per week pickup. From 1 time to 2 times a week, we increase the rate by only 75%, again, instead of just doubling. The realigning of the commercial dumpster rate to account for the multiple pickups per week results in $2,363.74 of extra monthly revenue. After we realign those intervals between the carts and the dumpster pickups per week, we need to look at the plan for capital asset replacement and maintenance for the landfill, for future equipment, and then repair bills on the equipment as it ages. To plan for future capital assets and maintenance, we have budgeted for this current fiscal year $350,000 to replace the 2014 Mack. That is the truck we just had a $20,000 repair bill approved on. We can only afford that truck if we increase solid waste rates in this current year budget as adopted. We also need a garage for the garbage trucks to sit in and keep them out of the weather and increase their longevity, their lifespan. We have future landfill expenses expected over the next few years. We have a total of $500,000. A trailer to haul garbage on Saturdays. Those Saturday pickups are not able to be taken to CWS immediately. We have to wait until Monday the next week to dispose of that garbage. We need somewhere to hold it over the weekend. And then we have our 2009 Mack and our 1999 Volvos that need to be repaired pretty soon. So we have $400,000 between 24-25 and fiscal year 25-26, and $325,000 for the 1999 Volvo. As these trucks are aged out and we get new ones, the repair and maintenance of those trucks should go down over time. And then additional landfill maintenance after the initial landfill purchase and repair expenditure in fiscal years 24-25 and fiscal year 25-26. Overall, we have $1.8 million over the next 5.5 years. That results in $339,090.91 of additional expenditures over the operating expenditures that we already have in the solid waste department. The last issue to address is the contract with CWS, or what was formerly known as Southern Central. The contract expires in June of 2024. The capital needs discussed earlier are in addition to our current operating budget. The general operating increase over the past 10 years is 33.7%. In 2014-2015, the operating expenditures for the solid waste department was $1,193,000. This year, as budgeted, we have $1,595,000. It's a 33.7% increase over the past 10 years. 40% of that increase over the past 10 years is a result of the Southern Central or CWS fees increasing over time. You can see here in 2014-2015, the cost to dispose of the garbage we collect was $443,000. This year we have a budget of $622,000. That increase of 40.4% is driving a large portion of the overall operating expenditure for the solid waste department. After increasing the intervals, we also have a rate increase to the base rate to get us to where we need to be to fund the future capital maintenance of the solid waste fund. The residential cart increase we are proposing is $3 to the base or single residential cart rate. That would take the rate from $15 to $18 per month. This results in an increased monthly revenue of $16,574.95 or $198,900 annually. This affects 5,415 customers. The commercial cart rate, we are proposing a $5.73 increase to the single commercial rate. That would go from $24.27 to $30 per month. This results in a monthly revenue increase of $2,802.64 or $33,600 annually and affects 265 customers. For the commercial dumpsters, we're proposing a 15% increase to the base single one-time per week dumpster rate across the board. Your 4-yard dumpster would go up $14.07 from $96.93 to $111. 6-yard dumpster would go up $15.86, which would be from $109.23 to $125.09. The 8-yard single rate dumpster would go up $17.53. So from $120.78 to $138.31. This results in $9,270 extra monthly revenue and $111,244.60 annually. This is affecting 263 dumpsters, but only 249 customers, as there are some customers who have more than one dumpster at their location. This slide is the same information as summarized previously, but it shows you the increase per customer and how many customers are affected. So for your residential single cart customers, from $15 to $18, it's a $3 increase. It affects 5,254 customers for an increase in monthly revenue of $15,762. For your commercial carts, on the second table, one cart goes from $24.27 to $30, an increase of $5.73, and affects 184 customers. Currently, no one has 5 commercial carts, but that rate would go from $58.77 to $116.06. This is a table of the commercial dumpster rate increases as summarized in a previous slide. Your 4-yard dumpster, one time per week customer would go from $96.93 to $111. There are 54 of those customers, and that results in $759.78 extra monthly revenue. Your 8-yard per week customers picked up 8-yard 6 time per week customers are currently at $550.09. We have 9 of those dumpsters out there, and their new rate would be $735.21 per month per dumpster. So your increase there is $185.12 per dumpster, resulting in an average additional monthly revenue of $1,666.12.
Okay, to sum it all up, we're addressing the following with a large impact on commercial customers and minimize the impact on the residential customers. We are witnessing major repair and maintenance costs to keep older trucks on the road and operating. We are also facing large expenses to maintain our current landfill. We need approximately an extra $340,000 in revenue each year to fund these future major capital expenditures and retire old equipment that is costing more and more each year. As proposed, the corrected rate stale intervals and fee increase will provide $343,775 in additional revenue annually to fund the solid waste fund for the immediate and near future capital needs while maintaining our current operation expenditures demand.